St. Brown the Trojan proudly presents a recap of America's pastime. Why'd you go out for a year anyway? If some of you know this channel's past, you'll realize that I've covered baseball on this channel before. However, I ended up experiencing burnout, so I had to go ahead and can the series. But I haven't shied away from it enough to not cover the postseason. So without further ado, let's see the failures of the postseason, shall we? Let's be real, this team was far too injured to do anything. If anything, this is representative of our organizational depth and resilience. That being said, Mike Harris looks really good. Hopefully the Braves can sign him again so we can experience more of him. We can sign him again, right? What the heck happened to the Baltimore Orioles? You guys just completely sputtered on offense. Pitching did all it could too, yet the bats just laid an egg. 1 run the entire series? Really? You can't even blame this on injuries like the Braves can. It's your own fault. If I'm Baltimore, I'm looking into this team and seeing what I can do with it. Because you're missing a few things, and it's up to you to correct it. Maybe this really is the end of the Astros dynasty. I was expecting them to make a run to the World Series. Instead, they got completely owned by the Detroit Tigers. Do you know how hard it is to completely fail and crumble against the Detroit Tigers? Go sit in the corner with your fellow Detroit hater of Minnesota. Hey, at least we don't have to worry about your trash cans anymore. Well, at least you gave us a little excitement in the wild card, being the only team to extend the series to 3. Then you blew a 2-run lead in the top of the 9th. Sorry, boys, but this was really the Mets' year. Us Braves fans will gladly take you into the anti-Met club. The first rule being, hate those stupid Mets. The Gritty Tigers. This isn't a team to laugh at. Rather, this is a team to laugh with. Eliminating the Twins with a 0.2 chance to make the postseason, then sweeping my pick for the World Series, and taking the Guardians to 5 when they had far more expectations than you this season. What an amazing run. Well done, Tigers. I expect major things from you soon. First time back to the postseason in a while, huh? You were in the same division as a historically bad White Sox team, but I'll count this as progress for you. I mean, hey, you have enough budding talent to make it back here. I'm an optimist. If you can sign everyone, that is, which you probably cannot. Well, if it makes you feel any better, everyone in America outside of LA was rooting for you. Unfortunately, you happened to run out of gas in games 4 and 5. Such a shame. I'm not super worried about this team since they'll be back, for sure, but I felt like this team could beat LA once more, but it wasn't meant to be. Congratulations, you won the NL East title after the Braves dealt with a bunch of injuries and no one else could compete with your title for the rest of the season. Now you'll get the living daylight stomped on you by the Mets. I never felt like the Phillies had a chance in this series. Outside of one game, which was probably a pity win now that I think about it, only 5 runs were scored the entire series. That's 5 runs in 3 games. Even the Orioles had a better rate of scoring than you did. I guess there's a reason the Liberty Bell has a crack in it. Children will be singing in the streets forever about this team, and adults will look back at this team with fond memories. Because these weren't the Mets. These were the anti-Mets. They were powered by memes galore and a crazy, cardiac squad that nearly went to the World Series and gave New York hope in what was looking like a throwaway year, which is very, very tough to do. I can't believe I'm saying this as a Braves fan, but the city of Queens should be very proud of this squad. They ended up having a crazy streak that almost took them to the World Series and nearly shocked the world. Although there is little to shock this world with anymore. Congratulations, boys. I am so glad you didn't win the World Series. Well, there's not much negative to say about a team when they run into a super team in the postseason and lose in 5. Not much positive to say either, though. Honestly, I think the Yankees were just a better team on the field. You guys did all you could, but the Yankees were just better in every which way. Take that how you will, Cleveland. I mean, hey, you gave us 3 entertaining games. That's something. And that is all of the teams that got eliminated from the MLB postseason. If I'm being brutally honest, this was a mediocre postseason. It had its moments, sure, but those were few and far between, and most of the moments went to the teams that didn't make it in the first place. Let's see that World Series. Yankees versus Dodgers. Oh, come on. Yankees versus Dodgers? I wanted some parity in baseball, not Rob Manfred's Dream World Series. I mean, hooray, the 2 best teams in the season square off in the World Series, which is the first time that's happened in a good while, but this feels disappointing. Alright, guess I'll give it a shot. The Yankees are back in the World Series after completely missing the postseason last year. Aaron Judge's crew is ready to strike the gavel down and destroy anything that comes their way, especially baseballs. The Dodgers might have some mismanaging issues, but who needs managing when you got all the talent money can buy? Headlined by newcomer Shohei Ohtani, who finally got out of the awful Crosstown Angels and, strangely enough, quit pitching altogether. The Dodgers proved that money can't buy happiness, but it may just buy you a World Series. Super team against super team. Not fun. 1 John chapter 4 verses 15 and 16. All who declare that Jesus is the Son of God have God living in them, and they live in God. We know how much God loves us, and we have put our trust in His love.